Alright guys, this is like the third time I've gone through this self-recording because I've messed up a few times on the editing. The clips you see here are every lift I did today. My workout today took about an hour and 10 minutes, I would say. Give it rest and all the reps I did. Today I focus on a back and deadlift day with biceps at the end with only one set of hammer curls. Normally my back day would consist of more biceps, but I've started to make a reform for myself. My goal is I want to hit a 3-plate deadlift without arcing my back, so that would take a little more weight on my end, give it how much I weigh, and a little more commitment to the gym, because whenever I go, my gym sessions usually take about 40 minutes. I usually get in and get out as fast as I can, but I've got a month off school, so I don't have to hurry as much then. I don't know, I've just been in a mood where I want to really just focus on the gym. So I've started to record before I decided to do this, put this on YouTube. I wanted to record my deadlifts to make sure I was getting the straight back, so I'm not using my back in the deadlift, and also to improve my deadlift to make sure my form's proper. That's one thing I really want to focus on, which I've always wanted to focus on, is form over, I guess, high weight. Making sure the form I do is proper compared to how much I can lift is really important. So that's why I recorded myself, and then as I was recording myself at the gym, I was like, alright, I'll put this on YouTube. A little journal, I guess. I'm starting off deadlift today with 135 by 8 for 2 sets with the sweatshirt on, because as a warm-up, hence a sweatshirt so I can, get warm. I believe I keep it on for one more set. Yep, I keep it on for 155 by 8. Yes, I know this weight is low, but this is coming from the guy who maxed out at 135 deadlift for about all his life. I don't know, I always did low weight, high reps, which isn't good for muscle gain, but it is, I guess, for glamour muscles. So I was always just, legs once a week, and that's about all I did for legs. That's glamour muscles. I want to change that though. I wanted to gain some weight, because right now, I don't know if I said it yet, I've been at 160, I'm at 168 right now, and I'm 5'11", so I'd like to get that number up. The heaviest I've actually been is 190. That was my junior year of high school, which is about 4 years ago, and that was not a weightlifting 190, that was a fat 190. So I'm down to 168. A part of me wishes I was at 190 still, I didn't cut weight, I just maintained it while building muscle, but what are you gonna do? So the sweatshirt comes off here, boys, and we go up to 175. We do this for 5 reps, and we only do 1 set of these. Again, just making sure my posture is good. As I was doing this, like after the set, I look back, I noticed I'd pop my legs up first and then do my back, which I'm not sure is horrible, but I could definitely feel a strain in my lower back, so I wanted to change that. So after I was done, I'd look at here and I'd say, okay, well, let's pop which is the proper form here. I'd pop my legs up first, followed as well as with my back. I wonder if I do it here or is it the next hit? Let's see. No, I still pop my legs up first, followed by my back. It's not a simultaneous motion. But this is for 185. I do 2 sets of these with 5 reps, and again, baby weight I'm guessing for most of you, but see, this is like my first actual deadlift day. We can go a little heavier, which I do end up doing just for 1 rep though, 205. So here's the 205. I didn't take the 25 off and put a 35 on because I'm lazy. I just put a 10 on each side, which really doesn't matter, but just shows how little lazy I am, So this is 205 for 1. I believe this is where I learned to just pop my hip. Yeah. So I did that at the same time, shoot my hips up, or shoot my hips in. That was just for 1. I really feel like I had about 3 or 4 more reps in the tank there, but I just didn't want to push it too much. This is a barbell. This is the barbell reel I was starting to do. This is 135. I went 5 here, but I didn't like my stance here. I felt like my back was a little too high. No, it's not this. It go a little deeper than that. That might be good form. I'm not too sure. I don't claim to know everything, and I know I don't know everything. I know a lot of people out there, especially if you're watching this, know a little better. But you see, at the end there, I kind of like hip thrusted. I didn't like that when I saw it, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go down weight and see how well it goes. So this is actually the third set of my rows. The second set got corrupted, so this is gonna be the third set. The second set, I think it was a little the same with where my back was at, just a little high. So this is the third set I'm really happy with. I kept my back pretty low. I'd like to think, keep it low. I don't hip thrust as much. I mean, I bend my knees a little bit, but I don't think it's anything to complain about. Yeah, I still kind of jerk. I'm gonna need to work on that, even when I'm looking back at this. Yeah, that last one was really bad. That's why I'm laughing at the camera there. Like, God, that was just poor. But I think I did 9 there by accident, which is another reason I was laughing. So, a little hip thrust there. Doesn't hurt much. So these are the lat pull downs. I like this machine just to focus on a little bit of lat action, you know. I start out by 130. That's, at least it says 130 on the weights there. I'm not sure if it is 130. But I do this for 8 sets, or 8 reps, I'm sorry, and I just do one set each. I just go up in weight, about 10 pounds each for 3 sets. On this, I like to keep my chest up, which I know you're supposed to do, and so you really get lat action. In the next one here, we go up to 140, and this is also free. I changed the camera angle because I didn't really like having like looking up on me. And then in the third set, I actually changed the angle again to make sure that I can see myself keeping that chest back, because I am a little discouraged on the third set, which we'll get to. I need to focus better on this, but I start to round my shoulders in when I pull back. I don't think I did it here because this was okay weight for me, 140 for 8. But on the 150, you can see as soon as we get to it, I start to like lean forward when I pull down, and I don't know if that, I'd assume that's not good for your posture. It'll cause a rounded back, which is something I'm not wanting to do. We keep it all right here, but right there, as soon as you hit very bottom, you can see I kind of round my shoulders in. I need to keep my head back a bit, I'd assume, and I'm kind of like hunching forward. But that might just be the pull down. And I do need to do this again next time we do back and focus on that better. I did 5 sets of shrugs, all 135 each for 12. I only recorded 1 though, just because I didn't want to have 5 separate things of the same thing. So this is just 1 set of the 5 I did. Most of the time I had my elbows out actually, but I tried to really like that first rep there. I caught myself doing it, which I find myself doing a lot. So I decided to like keep my elbows locked with a little bend, just so I want to focus on the shrug part, not where you lift with your arms. And then as the last rep, the 12th rep, I like to hold it for about 5 seconds, just a little bit of resistance there. To end the workout here, we go on to the hammer curls. These are just for glamour muscles. I'm not going to give completely up on the glamour muscles. I know some people don't train biceps. They just like to work their biceps in with the other workouts, but I did 35 by 6 by 3. On these, I like to keep my shoulders back and my chest up. I try not to swing as much. There's a little bit of swing, but I don't believe it's enough to hinder the actual weight here. So I do this for 3 sets, I believe. I only recorded 2 just because I didn't want to bore the entire video with the same thing, especially if I'm not going up in weight. This next one, I believe, is the same. I think I managed to crop the guy in the background. No, I did not. So you go, you guy. Row those things. So again, I just keep my head back, or not my head back, my chest and shoulders back, so I can really activate the biceps, whatever that means. As you can tell, I don't really watch a lot of YouTubers, so I don't know if this is something people do, but to make a goal for themselves and kind of make a progress on it, maybe. But I feel like all the big YouTube gym people, I guess they just do that. I have no idea. So this is my post-workout shake, I guess. I just do about 8 to 10 ounces of whole milk, followed by 1 scoop of whey protein, and I take 2 tablets of BCA pills. This is for the 500 grams of the L-leucine in it, just to help the protein, I guess, however it works with your muscles. And that's my workout. Tomorrow, I believe, we're hitting chest, so prepare for that video tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for watching. So if anybody in the comments has like tips and advice, I guess, on just improving your overall deadlift, that's my goal. Like I said, I want to get a 3-plate deadlift, and then I'd work on my other stuff like bench and squat, but deadlift is something I want to increase. Of course, I'll be doing squats and bench throughout this training, whatever you want to call it, marathon or whatever, but deadlift will be the focus. So if I want to increase my deadlift, it'd be obviously, you know, doing more deadlifts. So that's what the plan is. Again, if you have any like tips or anything, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you got to say, and who knows, maybe your advice will get me that 3-plate deadlift. So go ahead and subscribe, that way you can like keep up with this progress. Hopefully we'll get this 3-plate deadlift. That'll be pretty sick. And yeah, see you guys later.